mic off. Mic, we're live. Yep, and then Discord, we're good. Dude, let's see here. That's a little loud. I'm turn the Discord down so your voice not gonna be too high. All right. Okay. So we're
Yeah.
back at it again. Yep. So let me minimize that. All right, there we go. All right, so body, I think we're good here. Face, let's good with the skin tone. Whoa, isn't it here?
I'm gonna mute you here.
All right, yep. You're good. You're good. Let's see here, skin tone.
Um, but I'm gonna see how you sound and how I sound.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. Let's see. We got back skin tone. We was here, and
Hello,
then
hello.
yeah, mute that one for a sec. What? Here. What am I doing? Okay, hair
Can you
shade.
say something?
With me? Yeah. The microphone. Check a record. Oh. Good morning, beautiful people.
You need to turn your volume up.
Turn my volume up, like my mic volume or the game volume?
Your stream volume is extremely low.
Really?
Your no, your output to stream is very low.
Okay. Are you saying the game or my mic volume? Because the game is really low right now. Yeah, no, the game is real low because I've turned the music and stuff down. So in game, let me see here. Oh, you can't even do that right now. Can't even go into settings. Yeah, so the game volume is down right now in the character creation. You don't really have a lot of sound in there. I can turn it up a little. Yeah, I can turn it up a little bit there, but there you go. You'll hear it.
No. Turn up your voice. Just your voice.
Yeah, so as far as like my voice settings and the mic, yeah, is should be pretty good because I'm like monitoring on the EQ and stuff like that. So if you need my voice to be a little bit louder, then whatchamacallit, I would say like, hey, turn your volume up or whatever. But if I go too loud, then my voice, like with others, I have to you gotta have like a middle ground. Yeah. So, and then
what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match your voice to how loud a commercial is.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because there's people who their volume coming out of, for their stream is one volume, and when the commercial comes in, it's twice the volume, and they're freaking blasted by the commercial.
Oh,
and
okay.
then they turn it down. Then when they come back to you, you're half the volume, and they got to turn it up. So I'm trying to match it so that when I get a commercial, the commercial volume is close to your volume.
Yeah.
And then it's pleasable then.
No, I get what you're saying. I just got it because, like, for instance, like I didn't even think about it. I closed my door, turn my recording light on. So when those yahoos come back, I think they're outside playing right now, but they come back, you'll hear them because if I turn my mic up, like, so in OBS, my microphone is all the way up. Now I can go in there and noise gate and all that other stuff later, but if I go up higher, because I'm already at like 15, I'm in the yellow, in the yellow, bottom part of the yellow, and it just depends on which way I'm facing. But so if I go any higher than that, it's gonna be like super super loud, and whatnot. So usually, like, just from previous recordings and live streams, yeah. This is usually where I keep it. I don't know about the commercials because I usually use the Prime, so I don't really have the commercials coming in and stuff, or how that works. And then the game. I mean, I'll adjust the game a little bit here in a minute and stuff. And the Discord. I mean, the Discord right now. I mean, I can hear you pretty clearly, and then yours on stream. I don't know how loud yours is on stream. I just go visual. The Discord volume I usually have lower so it doesn't when people start talking in Discord chat and stuff, and there it doesn't over or overtakes the game or the narration or whatever. You
Wow.
know, yeah. So that's usually how I have it set. Uh,
Um,
Facial hair. Go ahead. What's
hold
it?
on. I'm just going to switch off your channel to get a commercial, and then I'll
Okay.
switch back.
Facial hair color will stay the same color. Where's my hair? Okay, because I'm trying to do
My gaming rig. I built some 27 peak dodges.
uh,
Okay. There's a major sound difference.
okay.
Shit.
Where is the hair? Was it Dang, where's the hairstyle? I mean, they definitely have some pretty cool styles, though, man. I like it. I like it. Facial hair color, we good. You know, my stuff is getting pretty great. Facial eyes. It's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes. Color. Where's the colors at? What else? Yeah. No, we ain't doing that. We're doing like that. Even though I got brown eyes, man. But that's still pretty cool eyebrows. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Eyebrows. That's cool. Look, you got a little tick mark on his eyebrows. All right. And then for those that I haven't checked or whatever, but since I'm also doing the recording on it, and recording, basically I'm doing is starting over. I haven't really went too far in there, but if you went back a few days ago or a day or so ago, when I started, I knew, and it's going to come here in a minute here with the character creation, and then for those that have played Bethesda games and stuff, you gonna see like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember how I got jewelry, how how Bethesda is with their games and stuff, and then the character creation, because that it goes right here. So I think I'm good here. I think that's all I did with my guy anyways, and then you go into the background. Now I'm not going to go into all the different backgrounds and stuff, by per deals. But what I would tell you, without too many spoilers or whatever, spoilers doesn't even matter, but it matters. It definitely matters hours on end, and it matters the type of gameplay and the player that you're going to be. Like, for instance, with me, okay, as in even in the description already says that, a Starfield in-depth gameplay. So I was gonna put like in parentheses old man gaming. So I'm old. You're not gonna see a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's gonna be, if you don't have the patience for it, like I'm a loot goblin, so I'm gonna be in stations and ships and trying to loot everything and whatnot. All right, but with that, the skill points definitely come in. And when I first did it, it was like, oh man, which one do I play? Which one do I use? And yeah, so it definitely depends on your play style, but the stuff can be deceiving. Meaning like, Beast Hunter, okay, those are 3 skill points you're going to get off the rip as soon as you start playing for real, right? Like when we come back out of this background and traits, then you already have 3 skill points. So that's 3 points early in game that you can unlock to do certain things. And with the skill points, and I can show you here later, when you start selecting in the tree and fitness and whatever, like Fallout, you have your fitness and your carry weight. And then with your carry weight, that matters obviously over and encumbered and stuff, and the more fit you are or the more weight lifting you do, you can carry more. So in Fallout it used to be like, hey, you could brick your character if you put too much into weight and whatnot, because right now there's no way of resetting the skills. You can't reset your skills. Your traits, you can take your traits off, but you can't add them again. So that's the biggest thing. Now, for me, my gameplay is I do want to do crafting and crafting stations and your guns and everything, making different guns and add-ons and stuff. So I'm definitely looking into doing that and definitely looking into like outpost creation and stuff like that. And creating an outpost and doing all of that stuff and doing all the research and having a little spot where you can go and land and do some stuff, right? So yeah, I'm definitely looking at doing that. So what I noticed was your ship, just like on Fallout, your previous Fallout players, your ship, in your ship there, you have obviously you have your cargo. So your pew pew, and then also your cargo, because you can transfer items that you're looting, and loot goblins there. You need hull space and stuff. So cargo capacity is going to come into factor, and whatnot. So if you go in, for instance, what I figured out yesterday was bounty hunter. Okay, so you got bounty hunter. Okay, you got piloting. You're going to need that to fly different type of ships and whatnot. Targeting, you're going to need that. For boarding a ship and taking a ship. Like you can take a ship by combat and disabling the ship, and you Star Citizen folks to soft death the ship, and then you can dock with it and do some PvE in there, kill the crew, and then take over the ship. Basically, then the ship is yours, right? You can do it that way, or you can have your negotiation skills or whatever, your thievery or whatever, and you can trick them into letting you get in there, and you can get into the ship that way. I guess I haven't done that, didn't even get that far into it, but definitely got into the targeting thing, and I kept blowing up the ships. Like one of the ships I wanted to take after finally figuring out, and then Steve was there also, finally wind up boarding a ship, but that was just RNG or whatever, that we disabled the engines. So but you have to be able to target the engines, hence targeting control system on bounty hunter. So you already have a skill point in there. Okay, and then boost pack, it may not be your thing, but there's going to be times where you're going to need a boost pack. Okay, you're going to need a boost pack even early on. Okay, so you may not put a whole bunch of points in it, but you're going to get a boost pack, and then you're going to need to put a point into the boost pack, and then that's another thing where that's a point where you could have put it somewhere else, because you have to that skill tree, whatever, where the boost pack is in. That's all level 1. This is all level 1 stuff here. All right, but to get into level 2, you have to spend like 4 points or 5 points in whatever level 1, and there's a challenge that you also have to do. So boost packing, I think on that one, which I was like, oh man, I wish I would have known that. You got to kill for, like, that was the first one if I remember. Boost pack, kill so many X amount of enemies while you're jumping, boosting. So anyways, man, so definitely look into the descriptions, because I didn't really look too much into the descriptions and whatnot, and the security stuff, like that was a thing. Yeah, when because you're hacking, so you want to put points into hacking. All right, locking mechanism, because you get better loot and stuff, at some points, you know what I'm saying. And then I don't know, gameplay, there's some stuff you might have to hack and whatnot, and then yeah, so anyways, so you're looking at some of those things, gangster, you might want to do thievery and stuff, but if that's your gameplay. Anyways, man, so like I said, man, in-depth stuff, man, so it's going to be slow and steady. I'm going to go with bounty hunter, because I definitely want piloting, targeting, boost pack, and then all this other stuff I'll put in there. So as soon as I get a skill point, then I can go into instead of putting a skill point into security, not in putting into boost pack, okay, I can go put it into security, right? So then I have that already under, because you got to pick so many locks in order to go from, no level to, the next level, and advanced locks and medium locks and stuff, so it's basically the same thing. You got to do the same stuff here too. So, and then laser weapons and diplomacy and all that, same, but definitely look into it. It's going to be hard. Surveying, you're gonna need surveying a little bit here and there, because you're going to be surveying stuff, man. So that's going to come into, but again, definitely something that you want to look into. So bounty hunter, I think for me, it's the way to go. All right, and then the traits. Now the traits messed me up, because You can take your traits away, but you can't add them. So not too much into it, but there's a couple of things that I noticed as I was playing. Like, so the alien DNA. All right, you volunteered for experiment, combines alien human DNA. As a result, you start with increased health and oxygen. Health and oxygen, big thing, because when you're running, especially if you're over encumbered, your oxygen, you start losing more oxygen, you start creating CO2, uh, and whatnot, but you definitely need more oxygen, right? And then, but healing and food items aren't as effective. Now, the food items, I looked now, I was picking up a whole crap ton of freaking food. It's not even that serious, man, with the food, because you're gonna have more health packs, and you're gonna be using the health packs more and some other stems to boost your stuff. So the food, unless you're crafting food and making food out of it, you're gonna have to eat a whole bunch of food in order to get X amount of health. You'll see, like, it'll give you like 5 health, to where one health pack will give you 30% health. That's a big difference. So, hence, the alien DNA is good to keep. Um, the next one was this one here, Dream Home. You own a luxurious, customizable house on a peaceful planet. I was like, damn, because instead of having to keep going back, because if you already have a crib on a planet somewhere, you can start. I think you can start crafting there, or at least start doing research stuff. So it's because you still gonna need time to get your ship or do some other homestead. When you start building base building stuff, whatever. So I was like, damn, you know what? I should probably do that. Unfortunately, it comes with a credit mortgage with a gal bank that has to be paid weekly. So I don't know. I kind of want to try it. I don't know if you're 125,000 credits. I don't know, man. But yeah. So it gives you one, and then I don't know if you can sell the house later, but I forgot about that one, the 125. Because you can sell a bunch of stuff, man. You're gonna get a whole crap ton of stuff, but I was looking at, because I didn't have all the alien DNA and all this other stuff, man. Extrovert and all that. So yeah. So I definitely wanted to come back in here and dream. Oh man, 125. Steve, man, do you remember how much? I don't know how much. That's a week though. Is that in game a week? Is that going to be enough? That's a lot, I think. See, and then if you don't take it, then you can't add it later. So if you have a crew trained in a certain ship system, the system will automatically repair itself to a fully below 50 high crew costs twice as much to hire. Dang. Spaced. Space, health, and oxygen now increased when in space. Increase in surface. See that these I just don't like the negatives effects. I think I had that one. Serpent embrace. Your parents are alive. Visit them at their home, but you automatically 2% of credits to them every week. Your credits 2%. Wow, introvert. Wow, hero worship. All right, fine. I'll do the hero worship. Screw it. Taskmaster wanted. College native. Giving access to special United College dialogue options and better. Given, however, crime buying. I was about to say that I can hear you in the background, Steve. Oh, if you got your speaker on or something like that. Let me see. Dream home. I gotta do it. Raised, enlightened, hero worship. How are we gonna do this? Let's do dream home. I'm gonna do the dream home, man, because I just want to see what the home looks like. If it gets too expensive, hopefully I can sell it and stuff, and then we'll see. I'm doing the dream home. Screw it. One lion. He, him. It's my pronouns. Okay. Does that work? Man, character pro now confirm.
Bet
Yeah.
you were expecting a quiet job compared
It's
to your last
definitely
gig. Bounty hunter
optimized
turned
for
space miner.
um,
Well, you got the
Xbox
sample.
controller too, man.
Client's on his
So
way.
if you have an
and we all
Xbox
get
controller,
paid. You
some of the
remember
stuff,
anything that
man,
happened?
it's gonna be easier to do it on the Xbox controller. Some of the other stuff, man, you're gonna have to do some key mappings or whatnot. But yeah, there's definitely some stuff in there that now it's like sit back was like, okay, it's kind of like
Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins kicking in when you passed out. Don't go having an experience on me. You'll walk it off. More importantly, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
yeah. If you got an
Never
Xbox
mind what
controller,
it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has
I
pulled
would
in
say
all month. Will
get
be
get you an Xbox controller
speak of the devil.
and stuff, because that is definitely definitely some stuff, man. So I like to do is go from like if I'm on the ground doing like PvP or something like that, then
Constellation contact
PvP,
is on
PvE,
approach.
then I
Wait,
will use the
Explorers
controller.
group?
I mean, this like right now I'm gonna use
Not a joke. You're just too
use my
young to
stuff
know
here,
better.
Hey, I'm just saying they
mouse
got a
and keyboard,
reputation.
but
Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really
do I have
exist.
a helmet on? Let me see. I have a helmet. Yeah. So this is definitely back at level 1, man. So you got your level 1. You got your XP right here to level 2. That's your health, and whatnot, and then your missions and stuff, man. All this stuff, missions here is kind of easy. Well, you
Well,
can
that
do
could
a
be
lot of
second
faster.
playthrough.
Yeah, definitely second playthrough. But yeah, this is what I was talking about with the skills, right? So right now I don't have no skill points, but this is what I'm saying though. But I already have this unlocked, so you can now utilize boost packs and stuff like that, right? So I already have the boost pack unlocked. So when I do get a skill point, I don't have to put it in there. That's what I was saying. And then the piloting, you can now utilize ship thrusters, and then I have to destroy 5 ships. So you keep destroying ships. You got to keep destroying. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to keep destroying ships. As each rank you unlock, you also have to do the missions for it, the challenge or whatever, to unlock it, fully unlock it. You know what I'm saying? You gain access and then you unlock it. So that's the whole thing with this. That's how this is now the way it is. So
Probably
Yeah.
in game a week.
yep. So the targeting control, that's when me and Steve he was watching me play yesterday and stuff, and we kept trying to sub-target or whatever. I was explaining to him, I was trying to destroy a ship that I was trying to commandeer, because it's like, I don't have that many, I'm broke, man. So I'm like, I'm trying to clap these ships and take their components and then sell the components or use them, and really can't use them because I kept blowing up the ships. So same thing here, complete a previous task. So let's see, another thing, destroy 5 enemy ships. So you know what I mean? So you got those, and then the payloads and all that other comes later. Your science